Alright, guys! It is hot takes season. Sorta. Right now, for the TDC, I think it's gonna be a couple of days until we get our next drop. I actually thought that this week was very good with the powerful EZAs. We had some content and stuff. Some of the stages, seriously serious, as well as the superhero climax battle. We'll see what we're getting next week. We do know that we're going to get another batch of Dokkan Frontier for sure. Outside of that, I'm not too sure, so we'll see, right? Okay, so we're going to do some takes from probably Asai, is how you say it, right? Asai? 18 Dokkaner in some aspects. Okay. Okay. I always find this funny. It just 18. No minors, go away. Relax. You're 18. You're basically a minor too. Come on, chillax. All right, let's see. Hot takes. Let's jump in. What do we got here? What do you think about him? He's disappointing. I do think he's disappointing. Yes, Beast Gohan for sure. I think Beast Gohan is disappointing. He's at best a slot 2 with sort of okay offenses. Well, no. I mean, he is the best offensive character in the game, I think. I think that this is your strongest offensive character in the game. People will mention maybe Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who has a shit ton of RNG for his offense, just like Beast does. Thing with Beast is he's going to want, here, let's put Beast. Cooler is a big name people would bring up. There's no way people are going to talk about Beerus in this discussion, right? Beerus is not on this level. I'll pull him up for shits and giggles. SDR, Daima, Super Saiyan 4, Goku. Who else is a character to bring? Like, that would be it, right? Like, I don't... the Super Saiyan 4s... I don't really want to. I think it's Gohan by far. Now, one thing that really helps is Gohan is built in, super effective against all types. This is good. Remember, I've given him a full crit build, to maximize, because it's like he really is only providing one thing, and that's damage, right? So I did give a full crit build to these two characters. I didn't to Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He is much more of a all-around unit, just with Ki being his struggle, right? So he's got, support from his intro, passive support, and super attack effect support. He's got good defenses and stuff. From what I've seen, I would say the damage probably is in this order. Gohan, Cooler, and then probably Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I mean, maybe if you're a luckier player than me with Daima Super Saiyan 4, you can do more damage. I mean, if you're spamming EX Supers, I mean, this guy is going to be crazy, because not only is he hitting so damn hard, but then he's also giving multiple turn support, right, for some characters. And this is a good combo with Beast, by the way, to drop this and really increase the damage of Beast's counters 100%. But I just find this guy to be, like, this guy is an offensive slot. Really, all three of these guys are kind of like offensive slot machines. Cooler could give you a bunch of normals, but if he fails his crits, it doesn't feel like he does that much damage unless Cooler is critting. I also do have a full crit build on Cooler. I don't regret it for these two, for sure. This guy, I'm good building him defensively. This guy's more... When I'm running this guy, I'm running him probably almost even more for the support and the defense, and then occasionally we'll get some damage in there as well. I mean, we've done some good work with him, though. And then Beerus... I feel like maybe some people will bring Beerus up, but nah, I don't think he's really on that level. So, like, Gohan is disappointing, yes, but remember, he's the strongest offensive unit in the game, I think. Terrible defenses is a bit of a stretch, because it's not easy for him to get, like, slaughtered in, like, slot 2 or 3. And he can go slot 1 on his active turn. Really, all they would need to do for this guy, for me to consider him like a top 3 unit in the game, would be to just give him a target mechanic instead of the KO guard team ability. If you swap this for a target mechanic, this is probably, I think, a top 3 character in the game. Target mechanic would be stupidly OP with this guy too, with the counters and shit. But it's what Vegito does. That's what they should have did. I think they maybe that was even their intent originally, and they got spooked off. Because, I mean, remember, we took this guy into festival and he soloed Gogeta in one turn. Soloed him. So, yeah, he's crazy. Does have the amazing animations, though. But yeah, just making him a little bit more of kind of like a dumb, like, plug and play, like brain dead, like, oh, he's a demon defensively. I think a lot of people would have liked him a lot better. TDCs are horrible now. I mean, yeah, we are seemingly on 2 in a row. Now, this week was very good. If next week is good too, this was not a bad celebration. There was a stretch where there wasn't much going on. Last year's was terrible with almost zero content. Yep. This TDC is definitely a lot better. It is actually a lot better. It is, yes. It's much better. It's much better. It's not isn't any better. It's much better. Headliners got overshadowed by the EZAs. Yes, but I mean, I can kind of live with that because it's like, I don't know. Like, if they made the headliners like number 1 and number 2 in the game, but the EZAs sucked, I mean, people would just be mad that the EZAs sucked, right? Like, it's like, I don't know. It's going to be difficult to live in a world where people are just happy with all that type of shit. A free-to-play LR is overshadowing the headliners, too. Lude. Lude is very good. I don't know that I'd put him above Beast. Like, he might be in that range, though. Is Lude, like, a top 20 LR? I mean, he certainly does feel like it, right? Very strong defensively, leading into the giant mechanic. I mean, that shit is good. That is good. Really good. But, I mean, last TDC was really bad. And this one, I'm kind of more so like the jury is out. Like, let's see what happens next week before we're like, oh my god, it's the end of the world or something, right? I gotta see what next week looks like for sure. For sure. Much overdue for an OG Dragon Ball Major Celebration. I mean, I do think it would be very simple to get Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo. Like, I do love the idea of GDC being 3 parts. And, I mean, if it's 3 part, I mean, we could get like a Namek part, a OG Dragon Ball part. But, like, if we're doing Namek and OG Dragon Ball, like, the 3rd part would have to be, like, Dragon Ball Super, like, Blue Gogeta or something. Oh, but it wouldn't make money. Remember, well, okay, you failed. You failed because this is the biggest flop in an anniversary. So you failed with this point. This point is a failure. Yeah, that Gohan is Saiyan Saga, by the way, and he's the biggest flop anniversary character we've ever seen. People will talk all day long about Evolution Blue Vegeta and Physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. They were not flops like this Gohan was. Hell no. Maybe this Gohan might have been better than them, but this Gohan was a bigger flop than them. This Gohan is the biggest, probably major celebration character flop ever. Not an anniversary headliner either, but this, like, it's like kind of revisionist history. Like, this part was not a W. I don't really think that this qualifies as a W right here. But, like, I'm okay with Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo getting, like, a part of a major celebration. I think they would work. Now, OG Dragon Ball, anything besides Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo, I don't know. Well, okay. I mean, I guess, like 23rd World Tournament Goku and Piccolo Jr., sure. But, like, the only stuff I think that's going to work from Dragon Ball is Piccolo era stuff. That's it. Like Piccolo has got to be who Goku's fight. Like, those versions. I don't think, like, Goku versus Tien is going to hold up. I don't think they would do Goku versus Shaki Chun. That was voted the best fight, the best Dragon Ball fight, I believe, by Japanese manga fans, right? Goku versus Shaki Chun, but I couldn't see that as, like, TDC or GDC or an anniversary part. Kid Goku versus Shaki Chun? No way. I can't. Demon King Piccolo stuff I could see, though. I could. Even though Goma exists, the fact he's on a full Metal Cooler lead, his domain makes him survive. Oh, haha. Well, okay, there's 2 ways we could say this. We could put... Okay, well, you do acknowledge... Yeah, Goma is just better than Turles. So you're going to say, like, okay, besides Goma. But then I would still give you Bulma LR Bulma is, I think, definitely better. Probably AGL Golden Frieza as well when he first came out. Now, here's what I'll give you. Okay. This has 30 quotes. The reason for this is yellow coin LRs back in the day. I mean, these units, it was like they were trading places as best character in the game, right? When they're not that far back, when Broly came out, when Majin Vegeta came out, when in Super Saiyan 2 Gohan came out. I mean, these were characters gapping the game 3 times. Like when this guy dropped, he was gapping the Super Saiyan 4s by 3 times or some shit like that, right? Like this is like impossible to even be close. So what you want to do next time, listen to me, Asai. You make sure you mark down red zone era. That's what you say. Red zone era. So in the red zone era, Tech Turles is the best yellow coin LR of all time. Something like that. Now, but I don't agree with that. Yeah, but I don't agree with that. Turles is very good. And at first I was like, yeah, he's like, up like in the highest tier. Then I did a tier. I started to think, I was like, oh man, am I maybe overrating him because of his key issues, stuff like that? It's like, nah, Turles really is that crazy. He is so good with the domain, with his damage, with his defense. Yeah, he's awesome. But Goma's better. Bulma is definitely better too. There are stronger releases, of course, than Turles. His domain completely mogs Selmax. Well, the reason I prefer this guy's domain is because it turns him into a dominant slot 1. While the domain is up, this guy, like, it's hard to get a better slot 1 than this guy, right? Not as bad as people say he is. Yeah, okay, I could get there. He's got some strong defensive ability, Selmax. I will always be down with that. The reason why I kind of like would like lean with agreeing on people about Beast feeling underwhelming is not being able to just hold down slot 1 almost any of the time. He can with the active, but so often than that, not really so much, right? Max through a lot of the portions of these fights, we could easily get him in slot 1. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and the God Goku fight. We're in a bit of a longer fight meta. Yep, sure. Any short fight, this guy can completely dominate before his stats decline. Sure. He's good. I mean, he's like probably maybe like top 15 range. Maybe that's not what some people. No, he's the new Carnival LR, but like, yeah. Remember, we're in an era where there's 100 good characters too, which 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it's not like that, right? Like I consider LR Goku and Vegeta right here, like their original release, like they were like mid as fuck, and I had them as what, like the 6th best LR. Like that was them like I would call them probably the worst Dokkan Fest LR of all time, or at least maybe Cell was the worst, and these guys were too. I'd probably say that Cell was the worst Dokkan Fest LR, and then these guys were number 2. And on their initial tier list I put up for them, they were either 6 or 7, right? And that's the difference. Nowadays, if a character's like 6, it's like, holy fuck, they're a demon. Let me just look at my last tier list here. This needs to be updated heavily in many different areas. There's going to be extreme movement going all over the place. Yeah, 6 is Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? And 7 is the Int Super Saiyan 4s. Like, that was, like, around where Goku and Vegeta were when they first came out. And, like, Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku is leagues better than the Super Saiyans were back when they came out in 2022. Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku blows these guys away. Not even close. Right, but like they like in like a tier list, they're in like the same spot, right? Like sort of, right? But this is a different era, right? Like the 20th best LR was not that good in 2022, right? Yeah, something about this character, I've never really gotten behind them, despite the fact that they're such a good dodge character. Another good corrupted body and mind character is the time we see them return. I don't know. I don't know about that. It's like if I run Deborah's team, I mean, this is like the 10th option. I would, I don't know. I mean, I probably would want to run them over Pui Pui, right? But like, I'm running Yakon over them. I'm running Babidi. Obviously, LR Majin Vegeta. We can run Int Majin Vegeta. Don't forget, we could run Int Piccolo now on Deborah's team. Like, I don't know. But I mean, yeah, they do have a good role, which is that it's very difficult to even touch them, right? Their dodge is very good. And I mean, there's a lot of value in a character that can't be touched. That's for sure. Yes, I agree. I agree. Of the 2022 EZA characters, they are the worst. Um, okay. Now maybe I'm wrong on this. I was like I got my showcases up, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let those breathe. Like I got up and like videos I've been working on since I woke up are gonna come out tomorrow, right? Along with like this hot take video and stuff like that. And I don't know, like I'm seeing people talking about them as like yeah, meager defenses. Like I mean, they seem pretty good in Saw One to me. Like it's like you have the first three rotations with them where they're incredibly strong defensively. I don't, and that's very helpful for Beast. So I don't know that I super agree with that. Like it's no guard, of course. Yep, and yeah, this is yeah, this is not even the problem. You say why not for the whole turn? I mean, sure, but even with the 500% boost, the active skill is doing like 50 million damage. Like that buff could be fine for one attack, but it needs to be like a 1000% attack buff, not 500%. They are the worst, but again, I feel like probably in that top 15 range is probably where I feel like with them as well. I mean, they should be able to hold down Saw 1 to me, and I mean, that really matters to me, all right? I think that's a big deal. But I do think they're the worst of the four, for sure. Well, okay. Some of it is that they previously were basically, I mean, sort of locked to Saiyan Saga. Let's pull them up and look at the setups they've got. I think with Beast, we could experiment and run them with Beast, and it'll be pretty effective. I've seen people doing this, running these two with Beast, and getting that extra damage reduction support, which obviously is so helpful. Yeah, see, exactly. Before it was just Saiyan Saga. Now you could run these two LRs with Beast. I almost should maybe. That could be a good video revisit, is doing, like, bringing this guy and then the physical Goku and Piccolo on the Beast Gohan team and go do a bunch of fights. That could be a good video. Animations kick ass. Performance on the Saiyan Saga team. It is good, but it feels like they should have been stronger in terms of the special beam cannon. I mean, we see the Goku and Vegeta though, like the special beam cannon is definitely a lot harder hitting than that shit. Not been disappointed with them once. So yeah, this is, I could do like a long video, I think, for Majin Vegeta Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku. I think running these two, well, this is the same character, but I meant like these two with Beast could be good. Because again, remember, Beast has this right here, which again for those two would really help. I I am a little skeptical on the physical one because this character is like a character who could be like dodging, multi-turn support, like this character kind of needs to be running slot one sorta, but like I don't know that I'm too. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see how that's gonna work. Best LR card art. I mean, it looks very good. Yeah, he's not bad, but absolutely undeserving of the title worst release of 2026. Yeah, well, guess what? He's got it. yeah, sure, but he's got that shit, right? Like I know people like Beast is much better than him. It's not even close. Obviously, we know how good Metal Cooler is. Cell Max is much better. These guys are much better, right? Like God Vegeta is the worst release of the year. Yes, easily. It's not even like he's like in the top 20 to 25 range probably is where I might put him. But I mean that is enough for him to be the worst release of the year. I think it just goes to show how good this year's releases have been. But yeah, this guy is definitively the worst release of the year so far. Yep. Increasingly relying on dupes. I'm okay. You say stop that, but I mean, this is where like okay. So understand my position here. I'm not like dick sucking for the corporation, right? I know people. That's where they go. Oh yeah. I just trying to like take like let's be practical here. It's a gotcha game. Like let's be realistic here, okay? It's a gotcha, right? Like yeah, they're gonna do stuff occasionally to try and make more money, right? Which I mean maybe we could say the Whis event is like that. Certainly that's what the alternate art thing is, right? Like they simply put are just looking to get more revenue. That's what the alternate art is. Not shocking, right? I was actually pleased that they didn't do it in a scummier way. It was just art. So that was good. Hopefully they don't take it further with summon animations, which would be really bad. Now with this, I have personally noticed this, where it does feel like dupes really like there is a bigger gap between 55% and 100 than I can remember. But remember, there are some characters whose kits are so elite that's not really going to be such a thing. And remember, another part of this too is the existence now of god equips. That's another part of this, right? And god equips, I mean, for your average player, are it's just not really feasible to be having a team full of characters that got equips. It's such the amount of resources. Like I it's gonna be stunning probably how many memorial stones I'm gonna get next month. And a lot, dude, I've used, like, this is not an exaggeration. I've used thousands of stones on stamina for the Whis event getting god equips from all my characters, right? Like that's a big part of it. That's a big part of it. It's just like there's not much I can really say about this because like it's a subject I do have to dance around, or people call me the Bandai cum guzzler. But like it's just like at points it's like, remember, we are in love with a stripper, and the stripper is Dokkan Battle, a gacha game. So keep that in mind. All right, let's see. Okay, well, okay. Brace yourselves. The first time I can remember getting like real, like, I guess I would say hate, but like, I mean, I don't like it just comes with the territory of being like, like it's not even like a creator thing or whatever. Like, there's just always gonna be people who don't like you, right? Regardless. But the first time I remember like actually like people like actually like being mad at me and like hating is when Kale and Khalifa came out, and it's just like, I don't know, like it just the topic of conversation comes up a lot that they're the best. Yeah, they're the best. And people get mad at me. People are already talking about it. They're mad at me with Metal Cooler. It's like, bro, sorry. Like it's maybe if every release they dropped to didn't happen to be a buff for him, like this guy, like this guy, like this guy, like this guy, right? So it's I like right now it's just, you understand, everyone's gonna be talking about Metal Cooler because they're dropping buffs for his team, right? Like maybe we'll slow down a bit with discussion if the next release is Great Ape Kid Gohan. I mean, that's not going to translate into much talk about Metal Cooler. I doubt it, right? So that would be a reason why. But yes, I mean, he's the best unit in the game. He gaps the game. His team gaps the game. His team is in best team of all time talks. Like, yeah, we got it. We got it. Yeah, yeah. Why buff him more? Why give him more units to make him better? I mean, I don't mind. I assume Asai is maybe a newer player. I mean, they're 18, so it's like during they were 10 during the 8th anniversary or 3rd anniversary, right? Like that's what I'm thinking of. Like 3rd anniversary 2018, they would be 10. Crazy to think about. But it's like villains used to starve back then. They were starving, right? Like they did not drop like the equivalent of Metal Cooler, and then they're like, all right, his ban unit fucking kicks ass, and then he gets two I don't know what I'd call them, reasonable EZAs, okay EZAs or mid EZAs, and Cooler and Turles. But then LR Turles drops, who's a god alongside him. And then the next celebration, he gets 2 god tier EZAs, one of the best free to play characters of all time, and another summonable LR, like that kind of like pairs with him. That's not the way it worked back then. It's not. Villains would be hung out to dry over and over and over again. So as like a longtime player, I don't know, like I would consider myself much more of like a Gohan fan. Like, Gohan and Cooler fans have fought forever, but like I kind of am just like, like I mean, I don't know how to word it. I try and be like, I guess, objective, right? I do think like Tech Ultimate Gohan was definitely better than SDR Cooler when Tech Gohan came out, right? Shit like that, right? But I liked Final Form Cooler better than Physical Ultimate Gohan, right? Like there'd be moments, blah 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 blah. But like, I it's just I don't know. Like, there's nothing wrong with villains getting glazed like this. It never used to be like this. Like, long time players know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Make the fucking next celebration buff him too. I don't care. Like, make him better, dude. Like, let's just keep it up, right? Like, we remember this with fucking Carnival Omega, Physical Turles. I could bring up 1,000 of those old ass villains who got no help at all. So, yeah. Exclusively because the 11th anniversary, you think Daima's a sailed ship? I mean, listen, Daima, it's got nothing to do with Dokkan. Yeah, Daima repping Dokkan is ruined. That ain't got shit to do with Dokkan. Daima just isn't hot like that. It's not. Daima has presented itself to not be on the level of these big Dragon Ball Super things. Now, I do think they could get away with some of these Daima characters for big celebrations and shit, and we'll see it again. But, I mean, UI Goku, Beast, Gogeta, Rose, Vegito, Broly, all above Daima stuff. It's just like, Daima is like way down the totem pole, I think. And it's not, it's not just Dokkan, right? It's not just a Dokkan thing either. I mean, listen, all I'm gonna say though is that me and Nano were correct. They should have just dropped these boys the second that shit was airing, right? Like, I think it was a very acceptable time to, like, when they dropped Mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Total, no complaints. If Golden Week, fuck Hit and Blue Kaioken, Golden Week was Adult Super Saiyan 4 and Adult Super Saiyan 3, damn, that would have been sick, man. It really would have. Okay. The reason. Okay, wait. Stop. We don't know. The answer is we don't know. Before I read even 1 second more, we have no idea. I assume they have the rights to this because they were in the card game. Because of that, I do imagine they can use them. But why haven't they done any EZAs or anything? I don't know. And remember, they told us they would still EZA the Heroes characters the last banner they were here. And then they haven't yet. If they lost the rights to be able to do shit with them, they wouldn't just come out and tell us. We would just never know. So understand that. The reason they don't want to EZA the Dragon Ball Heroes because they'd just be too good on teams that aren't the crossover. No, I don't think that has anything to do with that. Yeah, because there's just so many good characters. I don't think so. I don't know the reason, but I do think they probably do have the rights since the card game was using the characters. Okay. So here's my thoughts on this. There's nothing wrong with this guy right here, provided like Namek Goku is in that GDC slot. Like if we get GDC Part 1 and it's Namek Goku, the one everyone wants, then there's like literally nothing wrong with this. But this is one of those things where it's like, if we're sitting here a year from now and we still don't have Namek Goku, I mean, this guy is just gonna feel like a black mark, 100%. But again, like, if we just get GDC Namek Goku, then, like, because the reason people are frustrated about this guy is him being here at least makes it seem as though Namek Goku's not going to get a major unit sometime soon, right? That was the frustration, at least, that I was seeing. And I think they handled this guy perfectly in terms of his animations, where like 9/10 of his stuff is reused, which is fine. I've talked about this at length, right, with these guys right here. Let me pull up Yamcha. I thought they handled these guys really well. This guy right here. This guy's super attack is mostly the active skill of Dokkan Fest in Yamcha. I think this is a great way to handle free-to-play characters, right? Like, reuse premium animations. That's a great way to do it, right? That's mostly animations from Dokkan Fest Yamcha, right? His active skill. And that's kind of what they did with this guy, where most of his animations are from the STR Super Saiyan Goku from 2019. Definitely shouldn't have made him that while we've been dying for Namek. Yeah, and remember, Dokkan Frontier with Namek, it would have been way less annoying had we had, like, new Namek characters. But keep in mind, I'd say there's a good chance Dokkan is going to do the good old Dokkan original strategy. If they release Dokkan Frontier, like, mind-numbingly frustrating, and then they're going to release summonable options for players to summon to get them, and then destroy Dokkan Frontier, right? That's my prediction and expectation with that. If he was released 4 months after a Namek celebration, yeah, no one would care at that point. Yeah. Like people wouldn't be as frustrated, but it would equally suck if we got, Android Cell Saga Dokkan Frontier, and then the free to play LR is Perfect Cell, right? Who's another character like Namek Goku who really needs a new big LR, right? Since we started with Beast, I say we should end it? No! No! We're all filled with love, and we love you. No, we're not. I get what you mean, but it's funny. It's just funny. No! We're not ending it over Beast. Hell no! The next Beast Gohan will be way better. He's probably not gonna have better animations, though. Dokkan, yeah. Beast was overhated. Yeah, he is disappointing. Yeah, that's where I land. He's overhated. He is disappointing, but he's good. He's around top 10ish, like top 10, top 15, somewhere in there. I think. He again, I would say he is the best damage dealer in the game, but I value other things much more than just damage, which is why I've got him like 10 to 15, right? Yeah, he's definitely not trash. Yeah, I agree. He's better than Selmax for sure. Fun to use, that's all there is. Not to take anything I say personally. Yeah, okay. So, oh, yeah, look at this. Stay positive. Tell your friends and family you love them. Oh, look at a W Dokkan moment right here. Dokkan community moment. Again, we just go back to this one, and you can see from the quotes that they circled like vultures. I want to say I saw people quoting this right here, too. What you just have to do is just change it to say, like, in the red zone era. And then that tightens the list much more. And then you're just talking about, like, AGL Golden Frieza, Goma, Bulma, right? And then, like, maybe this guy could come into the discussion at that point, right? So let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.